What's up, YouTubiacs? Woshi1009 here, and today I'm going to show you how to install Windows 10, or as Microsoft's calling it, the Windows Technical Preview of Windows 10 basically on your machine. Now, keep in mind there are a few things we will go through before we get through on this installation. On the before you installed Windows Technical Preview site, there's a system requirements area, and it says basically if your PC is running Windows 8.1, you should be fine and you should be good to go. So you should be fine and you should be able to install Windows 10 Technical Preview on your system, no worries, if you're already running Windows 8.1 with ease. If you're not sure, then the technical requirements are 1 gigahertz processor or faster. For 32-bit, 1 gigabyte of RAM, or 64-bit requires 2 gigabytes of RAM. Free hard disk space is 16 gigs, so make sure you have at least 16 gigs of space on your hard drive. With our installation, we'll be doing a format. We'll be doing basically a wipe of the system in installing it from scratch. So we'll be doing a clean installation. The graphics card will be Microsoft. It has to be Microsoft DirectX 9 or above, so it has to be able to, handle that DirectX 9 technology, and a Microsoft account with internet access. So those are the system requirements. The laptop that I'm using is the Compaq Presario CQ57. It is not the best machine. In fact, it's only got a 1.6 gigahertz processor, but it's something to install Windows 10 Technical Preview on. It's my brother's. I'm like, hey, can I wipe your machine and put it on? He said yes. And that was weird, but it happened. If you're wondering what you can run it on, basically anything that can run Windows 10. You can even run it on your Mac. You can probably go into Boot Camp, set up a partition, and install the Windows 10 Technical Preview. I'm sure there'll be a couple tutorials out there soon of people doing that on the MacBook Pros or their iMacs. So if you're one of those people, stay tuned for that. Hopefully someone uploads a video like that soon. You can also run it on virtual machines. There's an enterprise edition if you're in business, although I don't know why you'd want to do that and try and corrupt your business, but anyway. So there's two types of installations. You have your clean installation, then you have your update installation. Basically, the first installation type is you go into Windows and you update from in Windows, and then, it takes you through that. But we'll be doing the clean installation. Basically, booting from the BIOS into the USB with Windows 10 Technical Preview on it, and we'll be doing the clean installation that way. So without further ado, let's get started. What you just saw was the Windows 10 introducing video by John Bellafor, the Windows VP. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Okay, so the first step of your Windows 10 Technical Preview journey is to go to the following site. We're going to go to preview.windows.com. That is the Windows 10 Technical Preview website, in case you didn't know. And you'll be greeted with this screen. If you're a PC expert or an IT pro, come on a journey with us and be part of creating the best Windows yet. So here's the video that you saw before at the start of this video, and down below you see join the Windows Insider program so you can be a part of every key moment along the way as we create Windows 10. You'll get the Windows 10 Technical Preview, all the builds as soon as they're available, and an easy to use feedback app. So click on Get Started. Help us shape the future of Windows. They take you through some more information. Hit join now, and then you'll need to sign into your Microsoft account, which I will do right now. Put in the passwords and whatnot. Keep me signed in. You saw none of that because it was all blacked out. Alright, accept the terms of use and privacy statements. So they're gonna run you through, their terms of use, blah blah blah. You agree you won't screw them over, you agree you won't sue them because you lost data or your computer exploded. Okay, congrats, you're an insider. Great, look at me. I'm an insider now, respect me. Alright, anyway, you're registered as an insider, but to get the latest Windows features, you need to install the technical preview. So we click on the technical preview button. Now, you can get the upgrade. As I said before, you upgrade from your system, it does the upgrade and all that. But we want to look for an ISO file, so you want to scroll down, and it says important. Remember, trying out an early build like this can be very risky, so make sure you know what you're doing. So don't install it on a primary home or business PC, because unexpected PC crashes could happen. So install it on a secondary PC like this one that I'm willing to wipe, that I'm willing to use if it comes to worse. Alright, so it runs you through your automatic updates and everything, but you want to look down for the page for looking for ISO profiles, ISO files, sorry. And if you're an advanced user and want to install the preview on another partition, another PC, or a virtual machine, we recommend you download the ISO file. So we're installing it from scratch, so that's what we'll be doing. So we'll click on get the ISO files, and then it runs you through what to do. When download is complete, transfer the ISO file to an installation media such as a USB or disk. Double tap or double click the setup.exe from the installation media. So we'll be installing it from scratch though. So the easiest way to convert an ISO to a DVD is to use Windows Disk Image Burner, blah blah blah. And here we go. So there's the universal product key that I'm sure everyone's using, because that's the same product key I used before. You got the versions here to use, and the product key, I'll have that blacked out just in case. We don't want anything bad happening. Anyway, so you can choose your version here, English United Kingdom. We want English 64-bit. It is a 3.81 gigabyte download. Click download, and it will ask us, where do you want to save this file? So we're just going to save it onto the desktop and hit save. And now Windows Technical Preview will start downloading, and the next part we'll be doing is putting the technical preview onto a disk. So that should be a ton of fun. So once that happens, and once this download finishes, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Just a quick update. The installation's got, the download's got an hour left, sorry. And if you want to put the ISO file into something that's bootable, meaning you can boot straight from when you boot up, or like boot into the USB, not the hard drive, to do the clean installation, you'll need to get the Windows 7 USB/DVD download tool. I'll put that link for that program in the description. Basically, it is a program that Microsoft released a while ago for Windows 7, putting Windows 7 ISO on USB. That has worked for Windows 8 in the Windows 8 developer preview, and what will work for Windows 10. So basically, what we'll be doing once the download is done is putting it through the program so that it is bootable. And in terms of the USB, you will need a USB, of course, or a DVD. A DVD being a 8.7 gig DVD or a 8 gig USB. You can go 4 gigs, maybe. It's just the file's 3.8 gigs, and it may need a bit more space for overhead. So I'd suggest an 8 gig USB. I've got a 2 gig USB here, that won't do it, so I'll have to go hunt down my 8 gig USB, but that shouldn't be a problem. So once the download's done for this technical preview, we're halfway into it, I'll be back. Okay, so once you've finished downloading the Windows 10 technical preview, you'll want to put it on a USB or a DVD drive. Remember, this is a clean installation that we're doing. I may do an upgrade installation video as well, I'm not sure yet. So the technical preview has finished downloading. What you'll want to do is put your USB in. So I got a SanDisk Cruiser 8GB USB here, which I will put in now if it goes in. So basically you just want a USB of 8 gigs or more. 4 may get you there, I'm not sure. because I don't have a 4 gig USB laying around to try it. Alright, so our USB's hooked up, it's all good to go. Next, you'll want to go to the link I will provide down below, this link, and download the Windows 7 USB/DVD download tool. Doesn't matter if it says Windows 7, it works, trust me. Once you download that, you'll want to open it, hit run, and then go through the necessary steps and install the software. Once that's done, it should be done, and it's already down here for me, Windows 7 USB/DVD download tool. So that is all good, so we can click on that. I've opened it twice. Let me just close it and open it again if I can find it. Silly me. But yeah, it should be an easy thing to do. And once you've done it, then you'll be able to install the Windows 10 Developer Preview. What I'm calling the you can call it Developer Preview, Technical Preview, whatever you want. Alright, so it wants you to choose the ISO file. You want to go browse for it. In this case, it is in my on the desktop. Now I remember. Desktop. It will be ISO images. Here it is. Hit open. Next. Choose what media type you want, USB or DVD. We want USB. It's already recognized our 7.5 gigs free USB drive here, and we want to hit begin copying. So now it's going to format the USB drive into the format it needs to be formatted into, and it will start copying over the Windows 10 Technical Preview, which is awesome. So it's formatting, and now it's going to go ahead and start copying the files. So that should be good. So I'm going to fast forward this bit, and once it's done, I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back, and the backup is now completed, the backup. So we have successfully, because it is a backup tool, we have successfully backed up our Windows 10 Technical Preview onto the USB. So now we can go and install it on the laptop. So what you want to do is just close the tool. And if I bring my other window over here, you can see we have this removable disk with the Windows logo, and it is successfully extracted the ISO to where it all needs to be. You want to take your product key with you. I'm not sure if it's a universal product key or anything, so I'm just going to leave it there. If anyone steals it, then I guess I'll know if it pops up on anything. Anyway, so you just want to right click and remove your USB. It will go ahead and remove it. It may take anywhere from whenever it decides to remove it. There we go. It can now be successfully and safely removed. So now we've got our USB, and now we will go and install the Windows 10 Technical Preview onto the laptop. So, and you can do this on the machine. You can do this method, this part of the tutorial on the machine you're going to install it to. Just keep in mind, you know, back up all your data if you need to back up any. I don't need to back up anything because I'm willing to lose anything on this laptop. So, I will be back. Alright, so now we are basically at the laptop. I've got it set up in the lounge room, as you can probably tell. Not in the best scenery, but it's viewable. So you want to put your USB that you formatted with the Windows 10 Technical Preview into the computer. You want to put in the computer and make sure that it is recognized first, fully recognized. Alright, so there we go, we've been fully recognized. As you can see, we're on Windows 8.1, and I will show you by going to Computer, System, and as you can see, we are on Windows 8.1 Pro, if I just zoom into that. So there we go, we're on Windows 8.1 Pro. We've got a 1.6 GHz processor, 2 gigs of RAM, and on 64-bit. So now, what you want to do is you want to go to the Charms bar, or however you get to it. Go to Settings, Power, and just shut down the system. It's going to do an update and shut down by the looks of it. So we are going to be shutting down, and it's going to do its updates. You are installing an operating system, so it may take a while. It's going to have to do its updates. So you are installing an operating system. It will have to do its thing, so it may take a while. In terms of putting the operating system onto a USB, that may take a while too. As you saw before, we used the Windows 7 USB DVD tool to put the operating system onto the USB. What that exactly does is takes the ISO, extracts it how it needs to be extracted, and makes it into a bootable ISO, so you can go install Windows 10 or your Windows 8.1 or Windows 8 or Windows 7 or whatever, so that it makes it bootable. So the reason why they're doing that is so that it's easier and it's faster to install off a USB, because it's faster than a DVD, although it may not be as stable. And like Microsoft has said, you may run into errors with the Windows 10 technical preview. You may experience unexpected crashes, and you may lose data. So they're not at fault if you're doing this. They tell you that in the terms and conditions. And yeah, so basically just back up all your data if you need to. Any data you need to be back up, you will have to do that before installing the OS. I'm not backing up any data because I have nothing to back up. As I said, this is just the laptop we have hanging around. We don't usually use that. I thought I'd install the Windows 10 technical preview on. I was going to do it on my laptop because I want to format and get rid of everything on that. And I thought, what better way to do it than to install a kind of an alpha OS on it. As Microsoft has said, they want to share this with the community and want to get thoughts from the community about Windows 10, and there will be a lot of updates on what they've said. Alright, so now it's working on the updates, even though it's going to shut down. We're never going to see Windows 8.1 on this machine again. There are dogs barking outside. That is fantastic. But yeah, so it's almost done doing its thing. 30% complete, working on thy updates. And yeah, if you're doing it on DVD, if you're going to put the OS on a DVD, I recommend a DVD-R. They work well, DVD-Rs work well, and you shouldn't have any problems with it. Make sure it's a 8.7 gig DVD, just in case. Or you could go with a 4.3 gig DVD, I think. Or you just go on USB. USB is more simple. It's simple to use. Alright, so the laptop is powered down. You can see me. Hello. And how to boot up into the BIOS. Microsoft said if you think BIOS is a plant-based fuel, then you shouldn't be installing Windows 10 Technical Preview. Brackets, you don't know what you're doing. So to get into the bootable screen menu, you want to go hit the escape key. The escape key is what I'm doing to get into my bootable menu. For you, it may be the delete key. For you, it may be F12, F8, whatever. So you can continue the startup, BIOS setup, or boot device options. So we're going to go to the boot device options by hitting F9. There we go. We got our Sand Cruiser U3 Cruiser Micro. It's one of them, so we're gonna try one of them. Hopefully we get it first shot. Alright, so hopefully it's booting into the USB now. It looks like it is. The USB is flashing, and we are on the Windows logo. So this is fun. Let me just tap on the screen, focus back in. Alright, here we go. We're loading, and we're going to load into a installation screen. Alright, here we go. Alright, there we go. We're in Windows Evaluation Copy Build 9841. You can see down below, that is the Windows 10 Technical Preview. So here we are. So you'll select your language. For me, it's English United States. The time and currency format's English United States. and the keyboard is US keyboard for me as well. So we'll go there and hit install now. Setup is starting. Here we go. So it's going to start the setup. If you're using a SanDisk USB to put the OS on, select the first one in your boot menu, because there's two types. There's the CD drive protection thing, then you got the other one. Alright, so Microsoft pre-release software license terms, here we go. So you got all your reading down there if you want to go read the whole, you know, la-di-da, whatever it is. Accept the license terms, hit next. Alright, it's asking whether to upgrade or do a custom installation. We're doing custom installation, we're doing a fresh install. Alright, so you got your system reserved format there. We want to delete that. We want to delete the system reserved area. Alright, so that's unallocated space now. And we want to delete our primary partition here. You got your recovery and HP tools, that's part of the compact machine. I just leave them. And delete partition 1. Alright, so now we've got this unallocated space. Alright, so then we'll hit new, apply. Windows may create additional partitions or create the system reserved area. Alright, so now it's going to go ahead and format the new drive. There we go, we've got our new system reserved area, and we are going to install on partition 2. Hit next. And Windows will go ahead and install your Windows 10 technical preview. This should take anywhere from 5 to 25 minutes from experience. It may take a bit longer, it may take a bit shorter in your system. However long it will take, just let it do its thing. And yeah, so it's going to get files ready for installation. I'm pretty sure this is the part that takes the longest, the getting ready for installation part. That takes 5 to 10 minutes usually. So that's going to go ahead and install. So yeah, basically you just got to wait for the installation to be finished, and then once it's finished you'll boot back up and you'll start your setup. And you probably want to have your product key with you. Got that on my iPad next to me. So that's going to go ahead and do its installation. So I will fast track through this, but before doing that, I want to tell you that the clean installation is for advanced users, obviously. If you're an advanced user, go ahead and do the clean installation if you're comfortable with doing it. Otherwise, you can do the upgrade, upgrading from Windows 8.1 to the 10 technical preview. The technical preview expires on April 5th, I believe, April 5th of 2015. So basically, Microsoft will tell you, hey, it's time to upgrade soon. Get off this technical preview OS politely. So yeah, if you're comfortable doing the clean installation, go ahead. If you're comfortable doing the upgrade, go ahead with doing that. I'm pretty sure it keeps all its drivers and everything, but I'll just install drivers once done with it. And yeah, if you're not sure on how to do any of this, I suggest you don't do it, mainly because you can stuff up your computer majorly. If you don't know what you're doing, it is recommended for advanced users. So we're on 31% now, 33, 34. It is a technical preview, so it is faster than a normal Windows 8 installation actually. So it's going to do its installation like it's already doing. So I'm going to fast track through the rest of the installation, and I will be back. Alright, so once the installation part is done, it will go through getting you online and getting you set up. It may go through the getting devices ready part, just let it do its thing at the start. If it boots back into the USB and asks you to start installing again, like it did for me, just power the laptop down, take the USB out, and it should automatically boot off the hard drive which you just installed the Windows 10 technical preview on. So you want to get online, so you want to get set up. We're going to get set up on the Wi-Fi here. So let me just type in thy password for thy Wi-Fi, and that came up, so that will just be blocked out. I'll just block that out. Alright, so now you can go through the express settings. I recommend going through the express settings for the technical preview so that they can do it their thing. Otherwise, you can customize it if you want. Checking your internet connection, making sure you are online. Alright, so now it's just going to check your internet connection, make sure you're all good, all set up, and hopefully the installation has been easy for you so far. As I said, any problems you have, comment down below if you have any problems. I should be able to help you out. You can also contact me on Twitter at Walshy1009 if you want to do that. Alright, so here we go. Sign into Microsoft account if it all works. Alright. Password. Alright. Please wait. Alright, help us protect your info. When accessing sensitive info, or if we detect blah blah blah. Alright. So now wants me to verify my code. Alright, so I'll do this verification bit and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I did the verification and now it's telling me to set up OneDrive. Might as well set up OneDrive, even though I don't really use OneDrive. Set up anyway. Alright, setting up the rest of the account. Alright, let it do its thing. Alright, finalizing the settings. I'm quite surprised it didn't ask me for any product key. Probably do that when I get into the OS. Alright, and if you've installed Windows 8 or 8.1 in the past, these following screens will be very familiar for you. I know they are for me. So now it's going to install all the standard apps that comes with usually comes with Windows 8 and 8.1. Hopefully it does, and probably install some other stuff. And then when you get in, you can experience things like the new start menu, virtual desktops, and whatnot. So once we get in, show you that. Hopefully this bit doesn't take long, but hopefully the installation, as I said before, has gone smoothly for you. As I said, any problems you have had, comment down below, and I can probably help you out and whatnot, and hopefully you can get help from me and whatnot, or you can go asking around on the forums. I'm sure there are a lot of forums dedicated to Windows 10 Technical Preview now. This has been the clean installation. I'm hoping to do the upgrade installation tutorial soon. Hopefully maybe do that with my other laptop when I get the chance to do that, when I get my hands on that. Hopefully I can do that. Yeah, so hopefully it's all gone smoothly. Just remember, when you are going to install Windows 10 Technical Preview, you sign up for the Windows Insider program. B, you know what you're doing, and make sure you go through those system requirements. Once again, minimum 1 GHz or faster for the processor, 1 gig of RAM for 32-bit, 2 gigs of RAM for 64-bit. Make sure DirectX 9 or above. Alright, so let's start. Alright, so here we are. We're in the Windows Technical Preview. Let me just take the phone off the tripod for a minute and handheld it. So as you can see, you got your Windows 10 Technical Preview right here. As it says down in the corner, build 9841. If you hit the start button, boom, you got your new start area. And I renamed my name on my account to Badass, because why not? And so you got your new start menu here. You got the add a desktop feature, so you can go
open up the folder and Internet Explorer. I don't know why you would do that. I'll be getting rid of that straight away. Here we go. So you can open up that, and then you can look at your task view, and you can go between areas easy. And the file explorer now seems to be called Home, which is interesting. And you can add a desktop. So now, like on Mac, you got your different desktops, kind of like your mission control. So these are virtual desktops, and hopefully you have fun with that. So, and you still got your Charms bar here. If it pops up, you should have your Charms bar. I have no idea why that Charms bar is not appearing at the moment. Ah well. Anyway, so you got your Windows 8, and all good. Windows 8, what do I call it? Windows 8. You got Windows 10 Technical Preview running on your machine. All good. So thank you guys for watching the tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed the Windows 10 Technical Preview tutorial. Any problems, of course, comment down below. Also, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, as that really helps out. Share this with your friends if they want to know how to do this, or whatever. And thanks for downloading the Technical Preview. Awesome. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a nice day.